mountains a little bit more. Rain's brought down some of the dirt, and some babies that weren't even born before have begun talking regular sentences already. And a number of people who thought they were right young and spry have found they can't bound up a flight of stairs like they used to without their hearts fluttering a little bit. Well, all that can happen in 1,000 days. Now, nature has been pushing and contriving in other ways, too. A number of our young people fell in love and got married. Yeah. Mountain's been bit away a few fractions of an inch. Millions of gallons of water have passed by the mill, and here and there a new home's been set up under a roof. Most everybody in the world gets married. You know what I mean? In our town, there ain't hardly any exceptions. Most everybody climbs into their grave married. So, 3 years have passed. July 7th, 1904, just after high school commencement. That seems to be the time when most of our young people jump up and get married. Looks like after they've finished their final examinations in solid geometry and Cicero's orations, they feel themselves fit to be married. So, it's early morning again. Only this time, it's been raining. It's been pouring, it's been thundering. Mrs. Gibbs' garden, Mrs. Webb's there, drenched, those bean poles and key vines drenched. And all along Main Street yesterday, green looked like curtains being blown along. I don't know. Might begin again in a minute. Ah, there's the 510 for Boston. And there's Mrs. Gibbs and Mrs. Webb come down to make breakfast, just like it was an ordinary day. Now, I don't have to tell the women in the audience, but both of these ladies they see before them, both of these ladies fix 3 meals a day, one for 20 years and one for 40, no summer vacation. And they raise 2 children apiece, clean, wash the house, never had a nervous breakdown. Never felt themselves hard used either. You know, it's like one of those Midwest poets said, you gotta love life to have life, and you gotta have life to love life. That's what they call a vicious circle. Yeah, Bessie. Here comes Howie, Newsome, and Bessie, delivering the milk. And here comes Crowell, deliver the paper just like a brother before.
Morning, Sad. Anything the people Soames know?
Nothing much, except we're losing about the best baseball pitcher Congress ever had.
I reckon he is.
Now all he do is pitch and head.
Whoa, Bessie. Guess I could stop and talk if I had a mind to.
He can hit too, and one bases.
I might need my ball player.
I don't see how you could give up a thing like that just to get married. Would you have Howie?
Can't tell, Sad. Never had no talent that way.
Morning, Howie.
Morning, Bill. You're up early.
Or Mr. Ward?
Well, first one last all night. Seeing what I can do to prevent a flood.
Science Crowell here called the rope up about George Gibbs returning from baseball.
Well, yes, sir, that's the way it goes. In '84, we had a player side. Even George Gibbs couldn't have touched him. His name was, Hang Tide. Went down to Maine to become a varsity. Wonderful ball player. Oh, Howie, how's the weather seem to you?
Oh, ain't bad. Think maybe it's clear up soon. Yep.
Howie?
Morning, Bill. How are you today?
I'm good. Hope Trey will stop.
That ain't right. How much would you like today?
We're gonna have a house full of relations. So better have 3 milk and 2 cream.
3 milk? And 2 cream?
mistake for sure. When I saw you coming down that aisle, I thought you were the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. The only trouble was, I'd never seen you before. There I was in the Congregational Church, marrying a total stranger.
Well, how do you think I felt? Ring weddings are perfectly awful things. Farces, that's what they are. Here. I've made something for you.
Why, Julia Hershey, French toast.
Ain't hard to make it, and I had to do something.
How'd you sleep last night, Julia?
Well, heard all the arch took off.
I get terrified every time I think of George setting out to be a family man. The great gangling thing. I tell you, there's nothing in this world quite as terrifying as that. The relation of father and son is the damnedest, most awkwardest.
Mothers and daughters know picnic, let me tell you.
They have a lot of troubles, I suppose. But everyone's got a right to their own troubles.
I declare, people are meant to live two lives in this world. Take an attitude, look.
Do you know what I was scared of when I married you?
Go on, you.
I was afraid we wouldn't have a conversation more than last us a few weeks. I was afraid we'd run out and eat our meals in silence. That's a fact. When you and I have been conversing now for 20 years without any noticeable bearing spells.
Good mother, bad mother, take their choice. I always try to say something, though. Did you hear about this staring upstairs?
No, only day of the year she hasn't been managing everyone's business up there. She's in her room. I got the feeling she's crying.
Lord's sakes, this has got to stop. Rebecca, come down and eat your breakfast.
Good morning, everyone. In 4 more hours to live.
George, where are you going?
Stepped across the bridge.
No, you're not. You put on your rubbers. It's raining torrents and you're not going to let me leave this house without you prepared for it.
Well, it's only a step.
You'll catch a death and cold and cough all through the sermon.
George, just do as your mother tells you.
After the war, you can play yourself with all others. But while you're living in my house, you'll live wisely, thank you. Perhaps Mrs. Webb doesn't expect callers at 7 in the morning. Here, take a cup of
Wanna make
coffee.
it a minute? Good morning, Mother Webb.
Morning, George. Goodness. Right, me?
Now, George, you can step out of the rain a minute, but you understand that I can't ask you in.
Well, why not?
Well, George, you know as well as I do the groom can't see his bride on his wedding day. Not until he sees her in the church.
Oh, that's just superstition. Good morning, Mr. Webb.
Morning, George.
Mr. Webb, you don't believe in that superstition, do you?
Well, there's a lot of common sense in superstitions, George.
Well, millions of dollars, George. And don't you be the first to fly in the face of custom.
How's Emily?
She hasn't waked up yet. I haven't heard a sound out of her.
Emily's asleep?
Well, no wonder. We were up till all hours sewing and packing. I'll tell you now. You sit down here a minute and drink this here cup of coffee with Mr. Webb. And I'll go upstairs and see that Emily don't come down and surprise me. There's some bacon too, but don't be long about it.
Well, George, how are you?
Well, I'm fine, Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb, what kind of common sense could there be in a superstition like that?
Well, George, on the wedding morning, the girl's head's full of, oh, you know, clothes and one thing and another. Don't you probably think that's it?
Well, I guess I never really thought about it before.
The girls have to be mighty nervous on their wedding day, George.
Gee, I wish someone could get married without all that marching up and down.
Yes, well, every man who's ever lived has felt that way, George, but it hasn't been of any use. You see, it's the women folk who built up weddings in the war. For a while now, they've had it all their own. A man looks pretty small at a wedding, George. With all those women standing shoulder to shoulder, making sure that the knot's tied in a mighty public way.
Well, you believe in it, don't you, Mr. Webb?
Yes. Oh, yes. Now, don't get me wrong, George. Marriage is a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. Now, don't you forget that. said, now Charles, he said, start right off showing who's boss. Best thing to do is to make an order about something, even if it don't make any sense. And then he said that if anything about her irritates you, her conversation or anything, just get right up and walk out of the house. That'll show. And, yes, most importantly, never let your wife know about how much money you have. Ever.
Oh, Mr. Webb, I couldn't accept.
So I took the exact opposite of his advice, and I've been happy ever since. So let that be a lesson to you, George. Never take advice from someone else on personal matters. Are you raising chickens on your farm, George?
Oh, well, Uncle Luke's never been one for chicken, but I've been figuring out reading up on
You know, the other day a book came in my office on the bio system of raising chickens. And I was thinking about starting a small one myself in the backyard. You see, I put an incubator in the cellar.
Charles Webb, are you talking about that incubator again? I thought you two at least talked about things worthwhile.
Well, Myrtle, if you want to give the boys some good advice, I'll go upstairs.
Charles? You gotta get George out here. George, Emily needs to come down to eat her breakfast. She sent her love, but she doesn't want to lay her eyes on you. Goodbye.
Well, Myrtle, I guess you didn't know about that older superstition.
What do you mean, Charles?
Since the age of the caveman, a bridegroom should never see his father-in-law on the day of the wedding, or near it. Now, don't you forget that.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Webb. Now, I have to interrupt you again. You see, the first act is called The Daily Life. This act is called Love and Marriage. And we want to know how all this began. You know, this plan to spend a lifetime together. I mean, I'm awfully interested in how big things like that begin. I mean, you know how it is. You're 21, you're 22, you make some decisions, and then whoosh! You're 70. And you've been a lawyer for 50 years. And that white-haired lady by your side has eaten over 50,000 meals with you. I mean, how do things like that begin? Well, George and Emily are going to show you now the conversation they had when they first found out that, as the saying goes, they were meant for one another. But before they do that, I want you to try to remember what it was like when you were very young. Especially those days when you were first in love. And you would have each person sleepwalking. And you didn't quite see the street you were walking on. And you didn't quite hear everything everybody said to you. I mean, you were just a little bit crazy. So you try to remember that, please? Now, then we'll be coming out of high school at 3 o'clock. And George has just been elected president of the senior class. And as it's June, he'll be president all next year. And Emily has just been elected secretary-treasurer. So, here they come now.
I can't, Louise. I gotta go home. Oh, Ernestine, can you come over tonight and do Latin? Isn't Cicero the worst thing? Well, tell your mother you have to. Goodbye. Goodbye, Helen. Goodbye, Fred.
Oh, Emily! Emily, can I carry your books home for you?
Why, thank you. It isn't fun.
Excuse me one minute, Emily.
Say, Bob, if I'm a little late to practice, throw over some long, high ones, will ya?
Bye, Lizzie.
Well, goodbye, Lizzie.
I'm awful glad you were elected too, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
Well, you've been treating awful funny lately.
Well, since you asked, I might as well say it right out. Oh, goodbye, Miss Corcoran.
Oh, goodbye! What was that you were saying, Emily?
I don't like the whole change that's come over you in the past year. Now, I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but you just gotta tell the truth and shame the devil.
What do you mean a change?
Well,
Well, I don't think anybody can be perfect.
Well, my father is. And as far as I can see, your father is. There's no reason on earth why you shouldn't be too.
See, I think it's the other way around. The girls are actually. Guys aren't.
We might as well know right now that I'm not perfect. It's not as easy for a girl to be perfect as a man is. Well, the girls were nervous. Now, I'm sorry I said all those things about you. I don't know what made me say it.
Emily.
Now I can see it's not the truth at all, and I suddenly feel it's not important anyway.
Emily, do you want an ice cream before you go home?
Well, thank you. I would.
Well. Hello, George. Hello, Emily. What do you have? What, Emily, what are you crying about?
She had an awful scare, Mr. Morgan. The lumber wagon almost ran her over on Main Street. Everyone says Tom Hawkins drives like a crazy man.
Oh, yeah. Well, here. Take a drink of water. You know you've got to look both ways before you cross Main Street these days. It gets worse every year. Now, what do you have?
I love strawberry blossoms.
No, ice cream soda.
Well,
2 strawberry ice cream sodas.
2 strawberry ice cream sodas. Yes, sir. You know, there are 25 horses this minute I'm talking to you in Grover's Corners. State Inspector was in here yesterday. Now they're coming out with his automobiles. Might as well just stay home. I remember when dogs used to lay in Main Street, and nothing would ever come along to disturb them. Be with you in a minute, Mrs. Ellis. There you are. Now, what can I do for you?
so expensive.
No, don't worry about that. We're celebrating our election. You know what else we're celebrating?
Keep your watch, George. I'll trust you.
All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'll trust you 10 years, not a day over. You got over your shock, Emily?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Morgan. It was nothing.
Well, now we'll get on with the wedding. Now, there are a lot of things to be said about a wedding, and fun thoughts that go on during the wedding. Of course, we can't get them all into one wedding, especially one in Grover's Corners, where weddings are mighty plain and short. But this way, I take the part of the minister, and that gives me the right to say a few things more. You see, for a little while here, the thing gets kind of serious. You see, some churches say that marriage is a sacrament. Now, I don't know what that means exactly, but I can guess. Like Mrs. Gibbs said a few minutes ago, people are meant to live 2 by 2. Now, this is a good wedding. People in it are young, but they come from a good state. And they chose right. And of course, the real hero of this scene isn't even on the stage at all. And you know who that is. One of those European fellas said, every time a baby is born into the world, it's nature's attempt to make a perfect human being. Well, we've seen nature pushing and contriving for some time now. We know she's interested in quantity, but I think she's interested in quality too. I mean, maybe she's trying to make another good governor for New Hampshire. I mean, that's what Emily hopes. And don't forget the other witnesses of this wedding. The ancestors. Millions of them. Most of them started out 2 by 2. Millions of them. Well, that's my sermon. Well, 'twas very long, anyway.
say Thursday nights. Every Thursday, Emily and I are going to come home for dinner. You'll see. Come on, cheer up. We gotta get ready for this.
I never felt so alone in my whole life. And George up there, I hate him. I wish I were dead. Papa! Papa!
I mean, I don't get upset.
But Papa, darling, I don't want to get married.
Everything's all right.
Why can't I stay the way that I am just for a little while? Let's go to Howie.
No, Emily, stop and think of it.
Don't you remember what you used to tell me all the time? That I was your girl. There must be lots of places we can go to. I work for you. I can keep the house.
You're just nervous. George, you're married? Why? You're marrying a fine young man. George is a fine fellow.
Papa.
Now, George, I'm taking my daughter away. You can take care of her. I love you, Emily. I need you.
Well, if you love me, help me. All I want is someone to love me.
I will, Emily. And I'll try.
And I mean forever, dear. Forever and ever.
You, George, take this little assembly.
Perfectly lovely wedding. Oh, I just love a good wedding, don't you? Doesn't she make a lovely bride?
I do.
And you, Emily, take this man, George.
I don't know when I've been to such a nice wedding. But I always cry. I don't know why it is, but I always cry. I just like to see the young people happy. Oh, I think you're so lovely.
I've married over 200 people in my day. Do I believe it? I don't know. I suppose I do. I mean, M marries in, you know, the go-kart, the cottage, the Sunday afternoon drives in the Ford, the first rheumatism, the grandchildren, the second rheumatism, the deathbed, the reading of the will. I mean, once in 1,000 times it's interesting.
Sorry, Vale, lovely. Oh, I don't know when I've been to such a nice wedding. I think they'll be happy. I always say, happiness. That's a great thing. The important thing is to be
We will now be moving right on to Act This time 9 years gone by, friends. Summer 1913. Gradual changes in Grover's Corners. Horses are getting rarer. Farmers are coming into town now in Fords. Most everybody locks their doors now at night. Ain't been any burglars yet, but everybody's heard about them. But on the whole, you'd be surprised. Things don't change much around here. Now this is certainly an important part of Grover's Corners. It's on a hilltop, a windy hilltop. Lots of sky, lots of clouds, lots of sun, moon, stars. On a fine afternoon, you come up here, you can see range on range of hills. Awful blue they are. Up there by Lake Sunapee and Lake Winnipesaukee. And if you go way up, you can see the White Mountains, Mount Washington, or Conway, North Conway. And, of course, our favorite mountain, Mount Monadnock, is right here. All surrounded by these towns of Jaffrey, North Jaffrey, Peterborough. Ways down there is Grover's Corners. Beautiful spot up here. Mountain Laurel, lilac. Often wonder why people want to be buried in Brooklyn in Woodlawn when they might spend the same amount of time up here in New Hampshire. Now over here is the old part of the cemetery. Stones go back to 1660, 1670. Strong-minded people come a long way to become independent. And some people walk around laughing funny words on tombstones, but well, that don't do no harm. Genealogists come up from Boston, paid by city people to look up their ancestors. You know, they want to make sure they're daughters of the American Revolution or the Mayflower. Well, that don't do no harm either. And over there, Civil War veterans. Iron crosses on their graves. New Hampshire boys had a notion of the Union ought to be kept together. Though they'd never seen more than 50 miles of it themselves. I mean, all they knew was the name, friends. The United States of America. The United States of America. And they went and died. Over here, this is the New Parker Cemetery. There's Mrs. Gibbs and Mr. Stimson, the organist of the Congregational Church, and Mrs. Soames, who enjoyed the wedding so much, remember? And a whole lot of others. Leonard Webb's boy, Wallace, was appendix burst when he was on a Boy Scout trip to Crawford's Knot. Yeah. A lot of sorrow has kind of quieted down up here. People just wild with grief. Brought the relatives up here and then time. You know, sun, moon, snow. You know how it is. A lot of pops come up here. Night and day. There's no post office. You know, there's some things we all know, but we don't take them out and look at them very often. I mean, we all know that something is eternal, and they houses, and they names, and the earth, and they even stars. But everybody knows in their bones that something is eternal. And that something has to do with human beings. All the greatest people ever lived have been telling us that for the last 5,000 years. You'd be surprised how people are always letting go of that simple fact. There's something eternal about every human being. Now, the dead don't stay interested in us living people very long. Gradually they let go of the earth and the ambitions they had, the pleasures they had, the pain they suffered, the people they loved. They get weaned away from earth. Weaned away, that's the way I put it. I mean, they stay here while the earth part of them burns away, burns off. And they gradually get indifferent to what's going on down there in Grover's Corners. So they're waiting. coming. Something important and great. I mean, aren't they waiting for the eternal part of them to come out clear? Now, some of the things they say, maybe it'll hurt your feelings, but that's the way it is. Mother and daughter, husband and wife, money and miser, enemy and enemy, all those terribly important things broke out of tail around here. And what's left? What's left when your memories go? When your identity? Mrs. Smith. Well, here comes the living people. That's Mrs. Stoddard. She's undertaker's wife, checking an inmate's grave. And here's Sam Craig, a Grover's Corners boy who went out west. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now let me see here. Do I know you?
Sam Craig.
Gracious sakes alive, of all people. I should have known you'd be back for the funeral. You've been gone now a while, Sam.
Yeah, I've been away over like 12 years. But I was in the East when I heard of my cousin's death, so I thought I could find control and just come over. Well,
Yes, can't complain. Very sad our journey today, Sam. I always say, I hate to be supervisor when a young person is taken. They'll be here any minute now. I had to be early. My son's at home supervising.
oh, Father McCarthy. I used to be working after school. Yeah, with Bob.
Yes, we brought Father McCarthy here a number of years ago.
My Aunt Julie. I forgot that she, of course.
Yes, Dr. Gibbs lost his wife 2 to 3 years ago, around this time. And of course, today's another blow for him too.
That's my sister Carrie's boy, Sam. Sam Craig.
I'm always uncomfortable when they're around.
Son.
Doesn't sound like my Aunt Julie. They should know where from us.
Not usually, mostly the bereaved do.
I was supposed to the first and sisters left. I came to see my father and my mother.
They're over next to the cracks, Avenue F.
What? Did she die?
Who?
My cousin.
You didn't know? She had trouble bringing the baby into this world. It was her second girl. There is a little boy about 4 years old.
And that's the Oreos from the church. We used to say he drank a lot.
Yes, nobody was supposed to know. He'd seen the peck of trouble. Took his own life, you know.
Did he?
Hung himself in the attic. They tried to hush it up, but of course, it got around. He chose to know epitaph. You can see it there. It ain't much of a verse exactly.
Just looks like music notes.
I wouldn't know. It was in the Boston papers at the time. The grave's gonna be right there for your cousin. So when we come back, you know, they're waiting for us. So.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Who is it, Julia?
My daughter, Mom. Emily Webb.
Well, I declare. The road up there must have been awfully funny. What did she die of?
In childhood.
Childbirth. Now I've forgotten all about that. My, wasn't life awful? And wonderful.
Wonderful, was it?
Simon. Now remember.
I remember everyone's wedding. Perfectly. Lovely wedding. And I remember reading a poem at graduation exercises. Emily wasn't one of the brightest to ever graduate high school. Principal Wilson said some time. I called him at the font just before I died. Perfectly lovely font. It's on the same road we lived on.
I always liked that. I was hoping they'd play again.
Hello. Hello, Emily.
Hello, Miss Gibbs.
Hello, Mother Gibbs. Hello. It's raining.
Yes, dear. Sit down. He'll be gone.
Seems thousands and thousands of years since then. How can remember that was my favorite kid?
I wish I'd been here, Mom. I don't like being new here.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Stimson?
How do you do, Arnold?
Mother Gibbs, George and I think farm is just the best place you ever saw. We thought of you all the time. We wanted to show you the new barn and the great long cement drinking fountain for the stock. We got it out of the money you left us.
I did.
Don't you
11th, 1899, a Tuesday. Do you want any particular time then?
Oh, I want the whole day.
All right. Begin at dawn. And you remember it had been snowing for several days, but it had stopped the night before. Cleaning up the roads. Sun's coming up.
Look, there's Main Street. And there's Mr. Morgan's drugstore before he changed it. And there's the livery stable.
It's 1899. This is 14 years ago.
Oh, it's the town I knew as a little girl. Look, there's the old white fence that used to be around our house. Oh, we'd forgotten that. I love it so. Are they inside?
Yes, well, we'll be down in a minute to make breakfast.
Will she?
And your father had been away, and he was coming home on the early morning train, remember?
No.
But he'd been to his college to make a speech in Western New York at Clinton.
Look, there's Howie Newsome. And there's the policeman. But he's dead. He died.
Whoa, Bessie. Morning, Webb.
Morning, Howard.
You're up early.
We must be in a party down near Phillips down by Polish town there. Got drunk and lay out listening to us. He thought he was his death when I shook him.
Look, there's Joe Crowell.
Morning, Howard. Morning.
Morning, Joe.
Children, Wally, Emily, it's time to get up.
Mama, I'm here. I'm all grown up. Oh, how young Mom looks. I never knew she was ever that young.
You can come and try by the kitchen fire if you like, but hurry.
Morning, bud.
Good morning, Mr. It's cold.
I usually tend to lower my barn.
Think of it. Keep yourself at home.
Come on, Bessie.
Mama, I can't find my blue hair ribbon anywhere.
Just open your eyes, dear. I laid out for you special on the dresser there. If it were a snake, it'd bite you.
Yes, yes.
Morning, Bill.
Morning, Mr. Webb. You're up early?
Yes. Just been back around college in New York State. Been any trouble here?
Well, that was all up the rest of your Polish, fella. Down near Phillips down here was.
Well, we must get that in the paper.
Probably not.
Good morning, Mother.
How'd it go, Charles?
Oh, fine, I guess. I told him a few things. Everything all right here?
Yes, nothing happened that I can think of special. Fed right cold. How was it 10 below by this time?
Yes, well, it's colder than that at Hamilton College. Students' ears are falling off. It ain't Christian, my friend.
Charles, today's Emily's birthday. Did you remember to get her anything?
Ah, yes. I got something
and poets. Maybe they do something.
I'm ready to go back.
Were you happy?
No, I should have listened to you. That's all people are, is blind.
Look, the sky's clearing up. The stars are coming out.
Mr. Stimson, I should have listened to them.
Yeah, now you know. Now you know that's what it was like to be alive. To move about in a cloud of ignorance. To go up and down, trampling on the feelings of those about you. To spend and waste time as if you had a million years. That's what it was like to be alive.
That's not the whole truth, and you know it, Simon Stimson. Emily, look at that star. I forgot its name.
My boy Joel was a sailor. He knew them all. He said in a portion of English and name them one by one.
The star might have come.
Yes, yes, 'tis.
There's one of them coming.
Taking no time for them to be here.
Goodness sakes.
Oh, look, it's George. It's George.
And my Joel used to say it took a million years for that little speck of light to get down to earth. Wouldn't think anybody would believe it. But that's what he said. Another 2 years.
Goodness, that ain't the way to behave. We have to be home.
Mother Gibbs,
Yes, Emily.
black people don't understand, do they?
No, dear. Not very much.
Everybody's asleep now in Grover's Corners. There's a few lights on. Shorty Hawkins just watched the Albany train go by. And down at the livery stable, somebody's sitting up late and talking. It looks like it's going to clear up. Oh, there are the stars doing their old crisscross in the skies. The scholars haven't settled the matter yet, but they think there are no human beings up there. Only chalk and fire. Only this one's straining away. Straining away to make something of itself. Strain gets so great, everybody has to lie down every 16 hours. Yeah, 11 o'clock in Grover's Corners. Everybody's resting in Grover's Corners. Tomorrow, gonna be another day. You get a